enjoyed victories, an unprecedented moment in the modern era. 3 separate candidates, 3 separate victories. Congratulations to you. In all 3 contests, the voters made it clear to pollsters and elsewhere, electability was a crucial element to them, a crucial argument this year. And so, Speaker Gingrich, on electability to begin with, your rival, your opponent on this stage, Governor Romney, was out today calling you erratic, a failed leader, and warning that your nomination for this party could perhaps result in what he called an October surprise a day. So, given the fact that he went after you today on this topic of electability, your response tonight, Mr. Speaker?
Well, in 1980, when Ronald Reagan started the year about 30 points behind Jimmy Carter, and when the Republican establishment described his economic ideas as voodoo economics, Reagan just cheerfully went out and won the debate, won the nomination, and won the general election, carrying more states than Roosevelt carried against Herbert Hoover. I would suggest that a solid conservative who believes in economic growth through lower taxes and less regulation, who believes in an American energy program, who believes in a strong national defense, and who has the courage to stand up to the Washington establishment, may make the Washington establishment uncomfortable, but is also exactly the kind of bold, tough leader the American people want. They're not sending somebody to Washington to manage the decay. They're sending somebody to Washington to change it. And that requires somebody who's prepared to be controversial when necessary.
And about your problems, your departure from the speakership in the 90s, what's the case you make to the American people and voters in Republican primary contests about how you've changed, Mr. Speaker?
Well, first of all, the case I make is that when I was Speaker, we had 4 consecutive balanced budgets. The only time in your lifetime, Brian, that we've had 4 consecutive balanced budgets. Most people think that's good. We were down to 4.2% on